So today we're going to do Scarlet Begonias. I'm doing the classic Barton Hall version, really good 77 stuff. Bob's accentuating the chords really good in this version, so it's in B. This beginning part is a pretty tricky little bop Bob does. If you hear it in the background, we'll listen to it together and you'll see what I'm talking about. Everybody's in B, getting ready for B. So Jerry's on this one. Bob's on this one. This power B right here. The D inversion. Slid up to the B. Hammer on your ring finger. First off, Phil on that bass, god damn. But so yeah, right there, that little section, he repeats it 4 times because they do the 4 and then they go into the verse when it goes into E. But that little so it's not really doing the full triad. It's really just doing the tonics. It's a lot of two note chords. So he hits the B and then hits the, slides down this part of E. You do the E right here at the 8th or 9th and the 12th. You slide down your pinky to the 10th or the 11th, 12th to the 11th. Kind of accentuate the, this is the riff you hear Bob doing. That little so you do the B and then the E, little E trick to the, from the E string to the B string, and then you kind of hit that E chord right after when you come down on that B string. So and then the top of B, so the 1 and the 5. I'm sorry, the 1 and the, yeah, the 1 and the 5. So not your pinky. So the first one you hit the pinky. Second one is just these two, from B to A. And then you go hammer on the major third to the, from the minor third to the major third on the B after this A. It's kind of like the little accentuation, I like to call it. So then you go to E, that little two note chord that I was talking about where it's like the tonics, but you can strum the whole thing. So E, F sharp, G sharp, A, and then you land back on B. Little walk up in the key that he does right there. Kind of showing you what they're in. So just do that 4 times. So we'll start in the beginning again. Feel on that bass. Good lord. Launch into the song, it's E, and he's at the G inversion at the 12th. I think he's on the B string on the 12th. If you don't know this inversion by now, you should, because Bob uses it often in every part of the neck. So ring finger on the 11th on the A, and then you're barring with your index finger the D, the G, and the B on the 9th, and then you're canceling out the 9th on the B by putting the 12th with your pinky. Nice chord Bob uses often. So that's the first. So he hammers on from this one, and then just hammers on his ring finger to go to the B, and then right back to what you were just doing in the beginning. So Sun was walking around in the sky. So instead of going into the whole part of the beginning, he just ends at the A right there. Back into E. But yeah, so he goes back up to this one. I've seen him go back down to here too in this variation and in this variation, but it's mainly this one. He stays in this little section. So let's play it with it. So this part is from the other direction. A, E, B, A, E, B, and the variations for the A and the B are the C variation, C inversion. So A at the 12th with starting with at the 12th with your pinky. The E one I just taught you, and then slide the A one that we just did, slide it up to B. So from the other direction, she was calling my eye. E right there. Accentuate the 1 and 2, or you can just hit the whammy if you have a whammy. He does that often too. So yeah, from the other direction, she was calling my eye. Could have been an illusion, but I might as well try. Might as well try. Back to that beginning riff. So you can do that right there, and when he goes to the next verse, you just go right back into the E. Or you can do. I've heard him also do, instead of doing the whole run through, he just goes. Kind of just sits on that. So take your pick. Kind of just doing the first verse that I taught you. He keeps doing that over and over again for the verses. So once you get that down for the verses, that's the verses, that whole little gist of what I just went through a couple times. They're about to go into the bridge part, and we'll go through that. Is F sharp. I went to this one, but it's this one that he does that I've seen in footage. So it's just the E variation that he loves to do at the 7th and the 9th. Slide that up to F sharp, up to. He also does this in touch of gray for the beginning of touch of gray. Anyway, that's another lesson. So. Yeah, so right there, you go to the E, so F sharp, B, A, E. Instead of going to this E, you go to this E. Sus4. That's the trick he does for all this whole little climb up for the. Jerry's going. doing that whole little 6/4 in each of those variations, so we'll go through it. So then you're right back into the verse. I'm going to cut this video here because I see my time is about to cut short, so we'll do a part 2.